If I were to ask you to list God tier animes, I would expect some of the things that, like Dragon Ball Z, people are going to say it, right? That got a lot of people into anime, but people are also going to say Cowboy BeBop. Cowboy BeBop is a bridge to anime for many, many people. It tells really, really good stories, and it does so in a way that can bring in non-traditional anime fans. Now, you get some of your anime tropes in here, okay? And it does take a little bit for some people to get over those. But in all honesty, because the story's so good, because the music is so good, and honestly, the dubbing is not bad either. The acting and the English dubs are not bad. This is a good bridge show for most people. Now, Funimation releases a SteelBook of Cowboy BeBop. And it was a Best Buy exclusive for a while, but now I think you can get this on Amazon too. I think it retails in between $30 and $40. The question is, should you buy this SteelBook? The answer is yes, if you don't own the Blu-rays that have already been released. If you own the Blu-rays that have already been released, I can only recommend this if you collect SteelBooks. Otherwise, it's the same. The content that's in here is the same that was in that release. I don't think there's any new extras. I don't think the only thing that's different is the packaging. That's it. Everything else is the same. Now, if you don't own Cowboy BeBop, what are you waiting for? Cowboy BeBop, again, is an S tier, God tier anime. Okay, this is one of the grandpappies of them all, because this brought an anime over. Well, it's partially responsible for bringing anime over to the United States of America. I mean, this really built a fan base. And just taking a look at this release, this is, in my opinion, a really beautiful package. Now, I've read on Reddit, a lot of people have problems with this artwork in this package. They think it's too simple. But if you know me and you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I love simplistic steelbooks. And that's what you get here. This is a matte finish. It doesn't hold fingerprints, but you get all of the main cast here, and you get like kind of just a cool metal background, very simplistic colors right here, and on the inside the discs, they look like records, which I thought was really, really cool, because the music does play a huge factor in this. Again, this is one of the best animes ever, and this presentation's not bad. Grain is present here, but it doesn't look like a lot of DNR was done to erase that. The aspect ratio is maintained here. A lot of people had problems with some of the releases of Dragon Ball Z because the aspect ratio was changed. You get the original aspect ratio here. I do not believe it was changed. Again, you get a Dolby True HD 5.1 track on this that I thought was great. I thought the music was coming through really, really good and clear. The dialogue is great. This looks fantastic. There's defined lines. There's a little bit of blur. It's not too much. And some of it looks a little bright. But again, the source material here is kind of old, and there's no telling what shape it's in. Again, though, I will say, for this particular release, there's nothing new here. So if you already own the Blu-rays that were previously put out by Funimation, there might not be any need at all to pick this up unless you're a collector. And if you're a collector, there are some sets that are out there for you that are way more expensive, but you get a lot more with. You get like vinyl records of the soundtrack, things of that nature. Those can be pricey though. Those can range up to $400. So this is a good like mid-tier collector piece. Again, if you collect steelbooks, having this on your shelf, it looks nice. But should you buy this? Not if you already own the Blu-rays. However, if you don't, this is a God tier anime. This should be in your collection, period.